will show you how great I am.
Yo, what's good?
You really thought it couldn't get any bigger?
Which one of these chumps do you want to save next?
J. Paul, what's up? What up, J. Paul?
Oh, Gervonta! That's right, Gervonta Tank Davis versus me, baby. But before we talk about that, I need you to answer one thing. What's the world's biggest critique of Jake Paul?
Everybody keeps calling for Jake Paul to fight a real boxer.
Real boxer. Real boxer.
The time has come to get in the ring with boxers.
Exactly. Fight a real boxer.
I'm so hungry. I want to eat something.
How about the man himself, an undefeated world champion, knockout artist, Gervonta Tank Davis.
The undefeated lightweight champion of the world.
With a record of 30-0, 28 knockouts.
Sorry, bad.
He's been boxing since he was 5 years old and turned pro when he was 18.
Gervonta Davis at 22 becomes a...
So you know what Jake is doing? You know what he's doing? He's just bigging up Jake Paul. He always does that. He's bigging up he's bigging up Gervonta Davis so that if he wins to him or whatever the negotiation is, whatever the thing is, if he wins to him, then he has credibility. So that's all he does. He does that just in case he wins or he loses. He's smart. He knows what he's doing. So he's going to big up Gervonta Davis. And if he loses to him, which I believe, he's going to be like, well, it's Gervonta Davis. I showed you it's Gervonta Davis. So I'm just a challenger. I'm not really trying to. But if he wins, he's going to talk that shit. That's how he is. That's how he is, bro. I'm telling you.
Champion in boxing!
And guess what? Just like everybody, he's been running that third grade mouth for years now, saying
and you talk like one. Yo, Jake, let's watch this. Watch this. Watch how you talk.
Need to fight a real boxer.
He got to fight a actual fighter now. Like a fighter.
Who was somebody you could see him fighting? Like
Me.
A real you?
Yeah.
Well, little man, congratulations. You got your
He is really little
wish. Friday, November 14th, Atlanta, Georgia. Once again on the biggest platform in the world, Netflix. Gervonta Davis versus Jake motherfucking Paul.
I'm about getting my money and getting out of it.
Vicious right hand! And this one is over! I'm fucking him up, Ariel! I'm fucking him up!
Tyron Woodley. Always gonna show the Tyron Woodley clip because Tyron Woodley's an actual fighter, actual UFC fighter. So,
And don't worry, for all of you Karens who accuse me of being on steroids as the reason for winning all of my
nobody's
fights,
Karen.
we have the strictest drug testing possible for this match. U.S. Anti-Doping Agency. Random drug tests at any moment. Oh, look. They're here now. Hey, USADA, me in the car. Looking good. See if you're on steroids. Clean as a whistle, contrary to what they say. And make no mistake, I'm coming with an army to this fight. An army of Puerto Ricans. Because us Maricans. And since you doom scrollers and keyboard warriors think I'm gonna lose, I sent my friend Brandon to see what the public had to say about this fight.
All right, we're here in New York City and we're gonna ask people what they think about Jake Paul versus Tank Davis. Who do you think's winning this fight, Jake Paul or Tank Davis?
Tank all day.
Tank Davis, Tank gonna fuck him up.
Tank killing him.
This nigga knocking this nigga out.
He's gonna bust his ass.
Tank Davis is the truth.
So do you think Jake's a real fighter?
No.
No. The YouTuber. He's not a real fighter.
Yeah, internet boxer, man. Get the fuck out of here.
You think this is a fight Jake Paul would take?
No. Nah.
He's gonna get his ass whooped.
He's too scared to do that bullshit.
He's gonna get his ass whooped, you know?
He's not a real boxer, bro. He ain't gonna take no fight with that dude, because that dude ain't gonna hold back.
Tank wouldn't do that.
Exactly. He ain't gonna do that. He ain't gonna ruin his reputation and fight this fucking
This is a real life-size height difference. You still have Gervonta Davis?
Yes.
Yeah.
Height don't mean shit, bro.
That don't mean nothing.
He got the height, weight. Tank still will do that.
Size doesn't always matter in some certain cases.
Size don't matter, bro.
Sometimes it doesn't. It's more the wave of the motion of the ocean, not the size of the wave.
So I think you talking about dicks. We talking about a fight.
Fool! No, he's not. Okay? Why am I talking like that? Yo, keep it going. Y'all crazy, bro.
Would you then consider him a legit boxer?
Absolutely.
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 I definitely would.
You have to put him up there at that point.
But that goes to my point when I said that Gervonta Tank Davis fighting Jake Paul. If Gervonta wins, it's Gervonta Tank Davis. If Jake Paul wins, it's Jake Paul beat Gervonta Tank Davis. So this is the whole point. He's selling the fight, and he's a smart guy. And you guys shit on him for what? He's smart. He's smart, bro. Come on.
Eat them niggas, man. Knock that in his fucking gut, yo. Look at him licking his lips like he want to suck some dick.
If you could say anything to Jake Paul, what would
Yo, niggas in New York are crazy. They're too crazy, bro.
you say to him?
Go back to YouTube, lead the boxing to the boxing.
Fuck Jake Paul, man.
Suck my dick, Jake Paul, yeah?
Damn.
Well. What's new? Big surprise. Looks like everybody has Tank to win this fight. I know you got him picked. And since everyone clearly thinks size doesn't matter, I want y'all to keep that same energy when I fold Tank in half. Not to mention Tank has been beating people up my size for ages.
Swinging for the fist.
But screw all that. Let's see what my friends and family have to say about this fight. So, they signed the contract last night.
What contract?
Gervonta Davis.
Wait, I'm fighting him?
Oh, Lord.
No fucking way.
Yeah.
That's sick.
Yeah.
Your secret's safe with me, guys.
Really? Yeah.
Who do you think's gonna win? Fuck, bro. I've learned not to doubt you.
Dude, let's fucking go.
You got him.
Yeah, let's go.
Let's go.
Too many times.
Are you really?
Yeah.
Let's get him, dude. Where is he?
Who do you think's gonna win?
Out of who?
Me and him.
One of you guys gonna get it, baby.
Dude, you're right.
It's an old video. He this is not related. He's probably had things, so he's gonna make him say him so that it makes it look like he's talking about Gervonta. I think so. Maybe he been, because he did say they been in talks, and then they went to Anthony Joshua, and then they came back to, so.
On both of y'all.
Dude, well said.
Now, all jokes aside, this is the most dangerous fight of my career. This is no influencer, no MMA fighter, no retired boxer. He's been fighting since he was 5 years old. And
So, like, let me tell you something. He knows what he's doing. Like, he knows that he's fighting these he just said it, retired boxer, MMA fighter, wrestler, NBA player, former NBA player, which was that short guy, I forgot, Nate Robinson. I didn't mean to say it like that, but he knows what he's doing. That's why he's getting you guys to, he's like loading up. So he's like, all right, he's this, and he's also talking about himself, like, yeah, maybe I didn't fight the best. That's why he's naming those guys, because he's saying that I fight these people and they're not really boxers, right? So when he beats to Gervonta, then he gets all the credibility. That's all he's doing.
I have 5 years of boxing experience. My first pro fight was in January of 2020. I've never fought a professional boxer this experienced, and he's never fought someone my size. He's 30 years old. I'm 28 years old. We're in our prime. If I win, I just beat one of boxing's greatest and pulled off the impossible. If he wins, he gives you all what you want to see and sends me back to YouTube. But if he loses, that whole little image of toughness and badassness goes all out the window. All from the little hands of a YouTuber, Jake Joseph Pow. I promise you, this fight is not going the distance. Someone is getting slept and humbled. The pressure is on, Gervonta, and I am beyond ready to pull off one of the greatest upsets in boxing history against an undefeated world champion. The biggest fight of 2025.
Friday, November 14th, Atlanta, Georgia.
Netflix, the biggest. 2 knockout artists, 1 winner. Someone's going to sleep. See you soon, little guy.
And he's gonna make fun of him. Yo, that clip, Gervonta, bro. People say humiliation ritual Illuminati. I don't think it's Illuminati. I really just think it's just him just being an idiot. Like, he's probably on something that day. Like, you know what I'm saying? He could tell, bro. That whole life, that man was on it. Yo, let's go see, like, I just want to go and like basically kind of go over some stuff, like, so Gervonta versus Jake Paul. All right, I'm gonna read y'all some shit. All right, no, 10 India and all that. I'm gonna read it from ESPN. All right, sorry. I was gonna say Jake Paul, but I was saying Gervonta. Jake Paul versus Gervonta Davis. All you need to know about the November 14th fight. I'm actually gonna watch it. I gotta watch it. I gotta watch it and give my opinion on it. The announcement that Jake Paul's next opponent will be WNBA light champion Gervonta Tank Davis on Friday, November 14th at State Farm Arena in Atlanta. ATL was ahead. That's West Side. I don't know what to do. ATL was ahead. So, yeah, streamed live on Netflix. Okay, so I don't know. Okay, I want to know if you have to pay like for pay-per-view or something like weird like that. I don't know. I think you just need a subscription, but subscription. As Paul had in the news for a potential heavyweight showdown with former unified champion Anthony Joshua, and Davis had been linked to a rematch with Lamont Roach Jr. after the majority draw in March. However, Paul and Davis came to an agreement Wednesday for a fight between two of the biggest names in boxing that for now is labeled as an exhibition. After the news comes the question. Okay. Yeah. So after the news comes the question, why is this fight happening? I will tell you why. Money. So Gervonta just wants to retire. In the Lamont Roach fight, in the press conferences, interviews, not the actual press conference, he was just saying like he was kind of like out of boxing. Like he been saying that since the I believe the Ryan Garcia fight, bro. Come on, like this guy this guy is done. He's done. He doesn't, and I think it's for moral reasons. I think don't forget he is a Muslim guy. He did give himself to Allah, but I think it's for moral reasons. Like y'all like to judge, you know, everybody got bad habits. Everybody got something bad that they're doing. You guys got bad things that you're doing that people either do know or don't know. I really think that he looks at boxing like it's a brutal sport. You know, I'm getting punched up. He probably looking at a lot of these former boxers who are broke or who have money, but they can't formulate a sentence correctly. Like, you know what I mean? So it's I can see in his eyes pause that it's for moral reasons. I don't know why I'm laughing. It's for moral reasons. I can see that it's for moral reasons. That's the only thing, right? He's not ducking no one. He's not scared. He fought great fighters. He fought great fighters. So yeah. How did it come together? What happened to the other names each fighter was linked to? And ultimately, what does it all mean? Let's try to make sense of this fight between 135-pound world champion and a YouTuber turned prize fighter who last fought at the cruiserweight limit of 200 pounds. All right, so hit list was definitely not Nate Robinson or Ben Askren. Tyron Woodley, yes. You know what I mean? Oh, okay, this is an old photo, but I can tell. The KSI is a hit list. Gervonta, yes. Connor, yes, because he really wanted Connor. Pause. Kamaru Usman. Tommy Fury, yeah, he already got that. I think those are real hit lists. Nate Robinson was just, he agreed to do the fight. And Nate Paul, I said Nate Paul. Oh my goodness, bro. I'm tripping, bro. Jake Paul accepted it. All right, cool. In August 2021, Paul revealed a hit list of opponents he wanted to fight. At the time, Paul was 3-0 in his bag in his boxing career with wins over fellow YouTuber Ayan Sungib, NBA Slam Dunk champion. That's sad, a slam dunk champion. Is it because he's short? I'm joking. Nate Robinson, MMA fighter Ben Askren. The future opponents list included Tyron Woodley, who Paul was slated to the fight later that month. Canelo Alvarez, UFC fighters Nate or Nick Diaz, Kamaru Usman and Conor McGregor, boxers Tom. Why did they say Timmy Fury? Oh, ESPN, y'all got an error. You guys got an error. If I knew the editor, I'll be like, you need to fix it, bro. You got some errors. Oh shit, I'm a dumbass. My bad. I'm not a dumbass. I don't really talk to say that, but it's just an old thing that I used to, so like Tommy Fury. Oh, so he calls himself Timmy Fury? But you know what? Who cares? Because let's be honest, we don't know any Tommy Fury fights, okay? We don't know any of them. He's not really a boxer. So if that's his boxing nickname, then I don't know, bro. So he has since fought 3 people on that list: Nate Diaz, Fury, and Woodley twice. Oh yeah, he fought Nate Diaz. I remember. Don't say Fury. Say Tommy Fury, okay? Because we know there's only one Fury that has a real name, and it's Tyson. And the name of boxing is Tyson. Tommy Fury is more of a reality star who can box, because obviously he learned from his brothers, you know what I mean? Davis will be the 4th, on that list. In 2021, many of these names seemed out of reach considering Paul's lack of experience, but as the stature in the sport has grown, Paul has become a name that many fighters want to fight because of the tremendous visibility and the financial upside it brings. He's the man, he's the king. That's the real king of boxing. Davis has long shown interest in fighting Paul, and these two haven't sent jabs at each other on social media. Earlier this year, the two sides negotiated a fight, but when Davis fought to a surprising majority draw with Roach in March, plans were put on hold. Sources close to the negotiation. So they already been planning this. Eh? That's how it is. I'm telling you, they've already been planning this. Sources close to the negotiations told ESPN Paul went on fight Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. Well, Davis, small options. Ultimately, Davis put the rematch with Roach on the back burner and finalized the deal with Paul. He did. He didn't even care about it. Why is this fight happening? Both sides realized this fight would be a big cultural event. Of course, it's a purse. It's all about the purse. Like it or not, Paul is one of the biggest attractions in boxing. And Davis, this is ESPN, so don't give them any this is not a real boxing source, you know what I mean? So he believes Paul would be easy work. Paul and his most valuable promotions will put on an event that no doubt reach a massive audience when it streams globally on Netflix. Okay. Ever since McGregor and Floyd Mayweather Jr. ranked in millions with their crossover fight in 2017, the boxing world has seen the absurd financial upside of these types of fights, all done by a black man. The black man made this possible for everybody. I'm just kidding. Anyways, as they're cashing in, absolutely, for sure. As Mayweather once said on his HBO 24/7, blah, blah, blah. We don't need to read that. Is this a real fight? Yes, it is. It's a real fight. You know why I'm skipping? Because too much. I'm not reading all that shit, bro. Yeah, that's pretty wild stuff, man. The boxers' opinions. I'm going to say, let's see boxers' opinions on Jake Paul v. Gervonta. I gotta spell the whole name. Y'all know who it is. It's probably Tom Bradley. Oh, sorry, my bad. Tim Bradley, not Tom Bradley. I don't know. Yeah. I know that. I love Daniel Cormier's approach on all that. Shout out to all you guys, bro. All you creators. All you. Canelo. Honestly. Oh my gosh. Boots joins Canelo camp to help beat Crawford. Oh, he's smart because he's smart. He is smart. That's also a troll too, bro. Yeah, man. You get the guy that wants to always trying to fight Bud, so that Bud will be damn, Bud is not taking this lightly. I got Bud all day, bro. He's not taking this lightly. You know what I'm saying? My bad. You know what? Let's just, to be honest, not really many people are talking on YouTube. It's just more like clips and shorts. Let's just see what this Negro has to say. I'm just kidding, bro. I don't even know why I said that. I'm trolling, bro. I'm trolling.
Are you shocked, Shakur?
There's
Obviously, you
no-
are a student of
I'm joking.
boxing. You love this sport. I mean, when you hear this today on social media or wherever you happen to get the news, were you like, what? Like, can that actually be, man?
Nah, I'm not shocked. I mean, his last fight when he fought Lamont, Jake Paul was at the fight. He told y'all he was going to fight somebody like Jake Paul. So I'm not shocked. It don't surprise me. So, nah.
You know, Shakur, Jake, when he fought Mike Tyson, he was 227 pounds. He was 199 and like 199 point something his last fight against Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. He hasn't been only boxing for a couple of years. He's 12-1. Tank Davis obviously been boxing his whole life. He's 30-0-1. He's knocked everybody out except for 3 opponents in his life. But at what point does size matter so much, though, where it can't be overcome, Shakur? And is it in this case here when you've got what is like a 70-pound difference between these two guys?
I mean, size will play some part of the fight, but if I'm thinking like I'm Tank, I'm probably just gonna go out there and try to outbox him and use my knowledge and IQ against him. So I can see Tank just outboxing him and making it real easy.
Yeah, it's true because weight does matter. Obviously, skill is a lot more than weight. So like he 140. I don't know what they're fighting at. Is it? Let me actually Google that, bro. What they're fighting at? Gervonta, Jake Paul fighting weight. My bad. Fighting weight. There's also significant campaign. Well, David's campaign's at 135. Okay, yeah, but what's the fighting? Okay, let me restructure the. What weight will they fight in? There's no answer to it. I think they're coming up to know. We're about to find out. All we know is that let's go to Jake Paul's Instagram. Jake Paul Instagram. I don't even know am I signed. Am I signed up? I think I'm signed in. I'm not, but let's just check it out. He dropped that video. What did he say? Sign in. Oh Lord. I don't even know it, bro. Oh, let me use my Facebook. I'll get in that way. Yeah, KF2. KF2. Makes life easy. Let me wait. Authentication app. Text message. Yes. Finally, in a million years, I got the updated number. Holy, sorry, man. This is taking way too long, bro. I didn't mean to do all this. I'm just going to do some investigations. So I will definitely not tell you the. Hey, oops, my bad. I'm not going to tell you. I just said that number. Honestly, if I say 1, 2, you know, I'm so stupid. It's showing on the screen. Whatever, bro. Hopefully you guys don't. I don't think you guys can hack. You can't hack my shit. It's just a code. Yeah, save info. Save it. Why not? Jake Paul. Okay, so this is what I was trying to say. Yeah. So Um, power versus precision. Why don't you? What weight are you fighting at? I'm not even gonna comment. What weight is he fighting? Oh my gosh, fighting in. I said what weight, bro? What kind of English is that? Delete that. Hold on, sorry. What weight are they fighting in? Man, my dad taught me better, bro. Yeah, I grew up with dad and a mama. I got 2-parent household. I don't know why I said that. And then he has a lavish life. Well, I'll get there. Sorry, I don't know why I laughed like that. I gotta double check if this is actually working. Let me go on my YouTube. All right, so it's working. Let's continue watching this.
Is there any way you could, any realistic or legitimate way in your mind you could see Jake Paul winning a fight against Tank?
No.
No way.
Nope.
Not a lot of people have talked about Jake and said he's got good power. Not even and I get anything could technically happen, but you don't even see a realistic shot where he could land one big punch, and Tank being so much smaller, he just can't handle the power.
Nah, not at all. I think Tank is he's been boxing his whole life. He's been boxing since a kid, so I doubt like that's gonna be an issue or problem. I think Jake is good for where he's at, but I think it's just levels.
Do you see a more likely chance that Tank wins by decision or by knockout?
By decision. I mean, that guy's too big. I don't think that he's just gonna knock that guy out. So I see him like outboxing him.
Could you see a realistic possibility where Tank could knock him out? Although more likely that it is, like you just said, decision.
Nah, I don't see him knocking him out. No.
Will you watch Shakur? I mean,
no.
Obviously, no.
Hell no, nah.
Hell no.
Like, I mean, like I said, here's the thing. Like, I got two sides of me when it comes down to. I got a business side, then I got a competitor side, and from the competitive aspect, it don't excite me for me to be like, okay, I want to watch it. But from the business side, I understand as though why.
Telling you, bro. Telling you. This guy's the truth. That's why I like him, man. That's why I like Shakur, bro. He's the truth, man.
I know some checks are just hard to say no to. If they had come to you, or they do come to you in the future with a similar type of offer, is that something that you would say, okay, hey, money's money, and this is good money?
I'll be right back.
Yeah, but I got a lot of pride, bro. So like,
I know
my pride may kick in to where it's like, if I just had a draw with somebody, I may go do the rematch just because of the fact that the people think that this guy could beat me. So I want to shut y'all up and let it be known that this guy can't beat me. It's not no debate. Yeah. So my pride may kick in, but then also, it's a lot of money on the table. I kind of get where he's at with it too.
Yeah, I think a lot of people will get that. It's interesting because it may actually sort of in a way involve you, Shakur, right? Because obviously you mentioned Lamont, and after the draw, a lot of people thought, okay, hey, that rematch is going to happen with Tank and Lamont. Obviously, that's not going to happen, at least not now. And then people started talking about you and Lamont fighting each other. Is that where you're focused on? Is that what is going to happen? And where are we with those negotiations then, Shakur?
I got two names right now. T.O. is front line and Lamont is like right behind them. So depending on how much money they offering and which one makes the most sense, I'll fight either Teofimo Lopez or Lamont Roach.
Hey, those are both two great fights, right? I think fans would be very excited about either.
Yeah, the thing with T.O., I think it'll kind of bump me up on that pound for pound list because he's like a pound for pound kind of guy. Yeah, I think that would be a good fight. But then also Lamont, he's on his high horse because of what he did with Tank. So either option is amazing for me.
Yeah, that's great. Before I let you go, Shakur, I got to ask you about obviously this fight coming up next month that is truly as good as it gets, and tell me if I'm wrong about this. But obviously, your friend, your mentor, Terrence Bud Crawford, going up fighting Canelo Alvarez again. I mean, I don't know how you make a better matchup than that. I know you just got done, I think yesterday, if I'm not mistaken, training with Bud. How's Bud look? How's he dealing with the added size? We're only a few weeks away from this thing now.
I mean, Bud is ready. Bud is always going to come in there 100%. And He's gonna be on top of his game. He's gonna be sharp, fast, strong. I think that's the thing that's gonna surprise a lot of people with this fight is Bud power carries up. It's not just power that was just there for 147 or 140. His power carries up in weight. So I think that's the biggest thing that's gonna surprise everybody.
Yo, my bad, yo. I used to watch stream. I don't want to end the stream, bro. It's a live, actual stream, bro.
Shakur, have you noticed that he's a step slower? And any downside to adding on a little bit of size with Bud?
I mean, I can't get into his camp details, but nah, ain't nothing slowed down. Bud is his 38 is like somebody's 30. Like,
right.
It's just a different kind of thing with him. He don't drink, he don't smoke. He's very disciplined. He always active every day of his life. So he's just not the normal athlete.
And the last time anyone doubted him going into a fight, he just dominated Errol Spence Jr. Of course. That was, I think, the last time people doubted Terrence Bud Crawford here. I take it you believe that Bud goes in there and he gets the win in September?
Yeah, I definitely believe Bud gets the win. But once again, Canelo used to be one of my favorite fighters.
Right.
It's a big risk. I don't think this is an Errol Spence kind of fight because of the fact that he's a lot bigger than Bud, and he also got skills and he's fast, he's strong. So I think it's a big risk and a big fight, but I think if anybody can do it, it's Bud Crawford. That's how I look at it.
And it's got to be encouraging, right? I think
he's gonna ride for his boy. He's gonna ride for his boy. Let's switch to I honestly I just want to talk about Crawford or Canelo. That's just crazy, bro. That's just crazy. What?